my channel. For anyone who doesn't know me already, my name is Stacy. I have autism, and for today, I have my mom with me, and she's going to talk about her experience having an autistic daughter. So, Mom, what gave you the idea that I had autism in the first place?
A lot of behaviors.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
Well, yeah, you did odd things, like we were at the restaurant, you licked the window, you licked the table, and you like to smell people's armpits and feet, and I asked why you want to do it. You said, because it's supposed to stink, and I'm like, exactly what, you shouldn't do that, but it was your senses, using your senses to learn, and that's embarrassing, but, and you didn't really, like, when you were in kindergarten, you didn't really play with the other girls. You did, but if they went to go do something else, you didn't have to follow, you just did your own thing to make you happy, so you always wanted to be alone a lot of times, you isolated yourself,
Okay.
and I was like, does she feel comfortable that way, or is it because she doesn't, like, why I didn't understand why, but a lot of times with autistic people, they withdraw and they isolate themselves, so I didn't know at the time, but then we went to a psychologist because I was concerned.
Did I have like any behavioral issues? Like did I do anything that might give off being violent with people?
No. Well, no, you're good. You're a normal little kid from that area.
So, what else gave you the idea that I had autism other than just doing odd things?
Having a hard time learning. It was a struggle in the beginning to get you to learn some things, to grasp some ideas.
Did autism affect the way that I was speaking, or was it just the muscle problem we have?
That's the muscle problem we have.
So that's not anything to do with it.
I don't think so.
Is there anything else you can say about autism that may just help people understand it, or you don't know what it is?
I mean, I don't know exactly what you mean. I mean, there's a lot about
Like, is
autism.
there anything you know about autism that you can tell other people to help them understand more about it? Because a lot of people don't even know what it is or don't know much about it.
Yeah, when you have a child or a person in your life with autism, there's a lot of patience involved. There's a lot of you need to learn differently, learn how to deal with your children differently, learn how they learn and teach them that way instead of just the regular way, the traditional way. And just being patient and understanding, loving them for where they're at and who they are and not what you expect them to be, and don't compare them to other kids their age because it's different.
Is there anything else you want to add, or is that pretty much it?
I mean, it's depending on their level of autism, you know, because you're verbal, you're high functioning, so it's different than a child that's nonverbal. But now that I work with autistic kids and I do have nonverbal kids, it's a challenge, but I'm learning to deal with it differently than I did with you. Like things I didn't know then that I know now. I have to like them where they're at. I have to learn how to communicate with them in a healthy way without. I don't discipline. I don't tell them no. I have to learn how to get them to respond in their way. You know, and you have to meet the child where they're at, not where you want them to be. That's part of patience, and understand that they're dealing with something you don't understand, so you can't expect them to deal with it the same way you would or a child their age would, because the minds are different. And not bad, it's not like a bad thing. There's very intelligent autistic people, but you just learn differently and think differently sometimes, mostly learning differently. Like when we were with you, we did like rhymes and riddles when you're spelling words a way that was helpful to you. Mm-hmm. And so you sometimes have to be creative with your kids to get them to blossom, I guess you could say. Yeah. But it can be a heartbreaking experience as a parent. I mean, you went through bullying and threatening things and a lot in your lifetime, and I felt for you, and as a mother, my heart broke. I spent many days and nights crying because I would feel like for you, you know. To watch your child go through that is very difficult.
I didn't even know you were crying. I was supposed to when I was crying.
Well, you weren't supposed to know. I'm your mom. I have to be strong for you.
I'm not sure if my autism was the reason why I got bullied, but I got bullied a lot for other things too. Someone bullied me because my teeth weren't straight for some reason.
Most people's teeth aren't straight. But no, it's as a parent, it's hard because you feel for your child, you see your child hurting,
yeah,
and it hurts, and you can't do anything about it. You know, I mean, you know, there's people I wanted to run over with my car, And that's why he didn't tell me because Mama Bear would come out, and so I didn't know some things till later. You were trying to protect somebody else that was a jerk. I wouldn't have really run them over, but I wanted to.
You
That made me
guys-
feel.
You guys should have seen the way she reacted when I told her something about one of my exes. She really got mad.
Yeah, Mama wanted to flip out. Lord help me. If I wasn't a Christian, and I kept going to prison, somebody would have been hurt.
Well, thanks for this little interview, and I love you
I love you too
so much.
Aw.
I love you so much.
My baby.
Anyways, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I love you all.
Bye.
Bye.